I understand my obligations regarding the covenant sent forth by the one true living God, and comply with the terms of the covenant, and understand the law given by the one true living God. Within this declaration, the term contract is taken to mean any written, implied, or spoken agreement that carries with it binding terms and conditions. In addition, I hereby exercise my remedy under UCC 1-207 as follows. The Code is complementary to the common law, which remains in force except where displaced by the Code. A statute should be construed in harmony with common law, unless there is a clear legislative intent to abrogate the common law. I cannot, shall not, or am not bound to any terms or conditions of any colorable contracts made by me, any laws of man-made system of color law, either in the past or in the future, entered into by me with any man, person, human being, agency, or government, and no man, person, human being, government, or agency has the power or right to deprive me of my remedy. All binding contracts of a non-colorable nature are null and void and should be subject to renegotiation and re-acknowledgement by me. I do not accept any encumbrance or obligations that results from any fiction of law, nor do I recognize any fictions of colorable comedies, laws, principles, or the terms and conditions of any contracts for fictions as binding. Any and all contracts, both verbal and written, either overt, covert, or implied, made by me in the past, present, or future, shall be viewed under the eyes of the law as entered into under duress, against my will, and the will of the one true living God, with the following exception. I shall be held blameless and immune to all implied criminality and penalty for non-compliance of any contract, either through my entry into the contract, or as a specified term or condition, or other violation of colorable law, perjury of or otherwise, in any contracts, and shall be judged as entered into by me as under duress. I do not recognize any authority other than that of my Creator, the one true living God. Any injury, violation, or trespass, either direct or indirect, conscious or unconscious, against my person, my body, my family, my friends, my property, owned by the same, by any man, person, human being, government, or agency, shall be deemed for the purposes of judicial remedy as a crime against the one true living God, and that this declaration shall serve as a warning to all people. Regardless of their acknowledgement or acceptance of this declaration, as ignorance of the law is no excuse. Let it be known that no man, person, human being, government, or agency shall have the power to infringe against any of my rights endowed to me by my Creator, and to do so by any man, person, human being, government, or agency shall be judged as a crime against the one true living God. Let it be known to all men, persons, human beings, governments, or agencies that any document directing, implying, or proving ownership of property to me shall hereby regard me as a sovereign, and in no way will be construed or imply that I am a corporation or any other entity of color. Any said documents having words, images, incorrect name references, or punctuation proclaiming or implying that I am not a sovereign shall be considered typographically in error. Any man, person, human being, government, agency proclaiming that I am proclaiming or implying that I am a corporation shall be in error, and that these said proclamations or implications shall be judged as a crime against the one true living God. Any libel, slander, defamation, or mischaracterizations of my person, my body, my actions, my property, my character, or my intentions by any man, person, human being, government, or agency shall be judged as a crime against the one true living God. I assert my God-given right to be judged by my peers in a real court of common law for any transgression alleged against me. The term real being defined as recognized, ordained, and sanctioned by the one true living God. My peers shall be required to be themselves sovereign. My peers shall also understand and be bound to the covenant required by the one true living God, and understand the basic law regarding their continued sovereignty. As a true sovereign, I stand apart from all man-made laws, codes, either implied or assumed, from all man-made systems of the governing body in existence on earth. These laws, codes do not apply to the one true living man who was created by his one true Creator, God, as a true sovereign living man. This declaration does not expire and shall not be amended by any human being or anything other than myself. As a right, and all my rights are held to be self-evident, this declaration requires no permission by any man, person, human being, government, or agency, and shall stand unimpeded, uninfringed, and unchallenged. I, Matthew John Phillips, under the authority of the one true living God, make this declaration binding, and this declaration shall be considered by all people as being in full perpetual force. That's it. That's my declaration of sovereignty. Get yours up. Do it.